3 different teams. L.A. has a former number 1 pick, old Matt Stafford. They're crushing. San Francisco has the last pick, undersized, albeit talented, Brock Purdy. And Seattle's got a reclamation project in Sam Darnold, who, by the way, if you look at the numbers, the last several years, he's number 1 in wins, number 2 in big plays, number 3 in passing touchdowns. Yesterday, 7 of 8 on third down. He was outstanding. The bottom line is there's no one piece of advice. There's a million different ways to be successful, especially at quarterback in the NFL. Maybe Malik Willis is your answer. I mean, the world gave up on Sam Darnold. Now he's had back-to-back 13-win seasons. You know who else has done that? Brady, Favre, Manning, Rodgers, and Sam Darnold. There is no one way. There's no linear path for an actor, a singer, a quarterback, great athletes. And yesterday, Sam was great on third down, even within a game. Sam, yesterday, excellent on third down. That was his thing. Here's his coach.
I know it wasn't Sam's best game of all time, and the stats reflect that, but there's some big time third down throws with pressure in his face. We threw the one to Jax, that route to Cooper. I mean, those are some big time throws that, in the face of pressure that we need to be able to make, and they're not easy to make.
Okay, I want to talk Shedeur Sanders.
No, let's refrain from that. Let's shift the focus to Sam and the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, seriously, we can persist in underestimating the Seattle Seahawks as much as we desire. We can absolutely do that. Alternatively, we can survey the league and acknowledge a simple truth. The Seattle Seahawks are exceptional. We just witnessed the Los Angeles Rams and Matthew Stafford throw interception after interception, culminating in a pick six. They were quite fortunate. There nearly was a fumble returned for a touchdown, but it was nullified by an offsides penalty. They struggled against the Atlanta Falcons. We saw the Philadelphia Eagles eke out a win, something like 13-12, whatever the final tally was. We watched the Bears and the 49ers. None of those squads appeared committed to playing defense. Their attitude seemed to be, defense is optional. Who needs it? This is all about the offensive showcase. Or you could observe the Seattle Seahawks at this moment and conclude, now, that's a complete football team. That's a team with competence on both offense and defense. That's a team with excellent coaching scheming on both sides of the ball. That's a team equipped with impact players on defense, playmakers on offense, and a collective readiness to compete. And it's phenomenal. Truly phenomenal. I am incredibly energized. I just finished recording a piece about the 49ers, discussing this upcoming clash, and I am simply brimming with anticipation. I genuinely am. Before I delve deeper, a request to Seattle Seahawks supporters. Please remember to subscribe. I know you consistently engage. I know you watch videos in their entirety and subscribe. And when you do that, when you watch and subscribe simultaneously, view counts and subscriber numbers soar. It's astounding. Completely astounding. I must stress, this isn't about pursuing metrics. It's not about chasing subscriber counts. It's about striving to produce the highest quality Seattle Seahawks content I can. Content that is truly impartial and substantive, enabling authentic discussions and fostering a community firmly established within the sports dialogue sphere. I am dedicating every effort to cultivate the largest and most engaged community possible in the sports realm. And we are making significant progress. We are undoubtedly on that path. So, please consider subscribing. Please remember to watch videos completely. It genuinely makes an immense difference. And honestly, I have no definitive prediction for how this Saturday's contest will conclude. I am certain, however, that the 49ers facing the Seahawks presents a distinct challenge. It's fundamentally different from confronting the Bears. It's a different proposition than matching up against the Colts or the Titans. The 49ers are riding high, and rightfully so. They've earned that confidence. Their position is no fluke. It's the result of superb coaching across all phases, excellent execution, and resilience through injuries. The 49ers warrant considerable respect. In retrospect, observing this season's progression, it feels like a logical handshake agreement. It makes perfect sense that both these franchises are now vying for the top playoff seed. It aligns completely. But as I mentioned in my 49ers video, The emotional stakes are monumental. Win this game, and you'll experience an incredible surge. You'll be in the ultimate commanding position to reach and win the Super Bowl. A loss, however, would feel utterly crushing. Just ask Sam, he's been in this precise scenario. He lived it last season. Losing feels like your burgeoning bubble has burst. Win, and you'll feel invincible. You'll feel atop the world. The #1 seed, home field advantage, a first-round bye. You'd feel outstanding. So, this game carries profound weight, enormous weight. Now consider this. Even with a loss, your potential playoff path remains favorable. You'd likely face the winner of the Panthers-Buccaneers game. You'd still fancy your chances there. So, it's not an apocalyptic scenario. But you would forfeit home field advantage. The probability of hosting a playoff game diminishes considerably. You'd require a series of upsets elsewhere to secure a home contest. That said, the Seahawks have demonstrated prowess on the road, so perhaps it's less critical. Nevertheless, this is a premier moment. The Seahawks have truly announced their arrival. You're contending for the top seed and the Super Bowl. This is authentic contention. Throughout the season, there's been a tendency to somewhat marginalize this team. Reactions have been like, yeah, they're somewhat good. Okay, they're actually good. Sure, they've won some games. And then, that was a nice pass by Sam. Hey, Jackson Smith-Njigba is having a terrific season. Yeah, McDonald's a solid defensive coordinator. Yeah, Clint hurt. Yeah, but it's time to move past the qualifiers. You are the 1 seed. You are the premier team in the NFL. You occupy the summit. Handle business against the 49ers. Secure the bye and home field advantage, and you are immovably positioned for a Super Bowl run. This isn't some anomalous, puzzling occurrence like, how did the Titans get the 1 seed? That felt peculiar. This is different. The question, how did this team get the 1 seed, has a clear answer. Because they are elite. Because they are outstanding. Because they are special. Because their quarterback is performing superbly. Because their defense is formidable. Because they have a player like Jackson Smith-Njigba, whom a national audience will be watching prominently, likely asking, what's his name? How is it pronounced? Well, it's a memorable name. And people had better learn to pronounce it correctly, because they'll be hearing it frequently. And I am fully supportive, entirely supportive. Initially, I thought, I wish this game was on Sunday night. Now I'm thinking, can it just be tomorrow? Now that it's a Saturday night primetime spectacle, I believe I should be able to provide a live stream. I'm not entirely certain, but I am absolutely thrilled. When you look at how other games around the league are transpiring, you have to wonder, why not Seattle? Why can't this be the year they win it all? Why can't this be the year Sam Darnold fully completes his narrative of resurgence? Let's get after it. I have no specific prognostication for how this will unfold for any party involved, but there is undeniably a clear, visible pathway for Seattle. That is indisputable. You don't need to strain your eyes to see it. That much is certain. But those are just my perspectives. I would be delighted to hear yours. What are your thoughts on the Seattle Seahawks? This relatively rapid ascent to the NFL's pinnacle? Let's be candid about it. Sam Darnold's performance? How are you feeling heading into this confrontation with the 49ers? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you concur or disagree, let's engage in some dialogue. Let's have some spirited debates, but ultimately, let's enjoy the discourse. And please do consider subscribing. As stated, we are building a remarkable community here and would absolutely love for you to be part of it. I aim to build something we all feel a genuine connection to, something we are truly excited to participate in. I believe we are making excellent strides toward that goal. Please also remember to approve this video. It substantially aids visibility and the platform's algorithm. Thank you very much.